I think I got his mobile actually.
He's coming, Andrew, he's coming.
Okay. Yeah, I've never known him to miss anything.
We ready, Steve?
Just 1 minute. He's there, Andrew.
So he's I can't see him. We can start without him if we're on time schedules. So
Yeah.
oh, that's Charles. That's Charles.
Yeah, hi Andrew, how are you?
Oh, hi Charles. We're live on YouTube, I think,
Yep.
and we're in the meeting. So over to Steve.
We're ready
Okay.
to roll, Steve.
Yes, go for it.
Roll. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this meeting of the Hunters Hill Local Planning Panel of the 26th of August, 2021. We are now going to deal with the second development application before the panel today, which is for alterations and additions to a dwelling at 25 capital B Wyberlina Road, Hunters Hill, together with a boundary adjustment. There are a number of people I think who wish to speak, but the first is Andrew Martin. So perhaps, Andrew, you could let us know your thoughts.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Andrew Martin speaking on behalf of the applicant, Monia and Fabio, town planner. Obviously, we're disappointed with the report. Application was in for a while and we're hit with this refusal. It is what it is. We're left to deal with it. So I'll get on with it. Essentially, the report says there's no other DAs or applications or any history. That's not correct, and that's probably why the reason why we wanted this application requested it to be deferred, so we could meet with council and just go over all the factual things again before it was reported back to the panel. So if you're of a mind to approve it on what I'm about to say, then do so. If you're not of a mind to approve it or like some time to think about it and analyse it and have another report come back, then please defer it. My point is this, is that in 2016 or 17, and Charles has got the DA number, it's on the plan, we had alterations and additions approved on this property already for a different scheme. It was based on no boundary adjustment, and it did approve garden area or landscaped area less than the 60%. And this application has a boundary adjustment with alterations and additions. And so we say that the thread through the report is that this application doesn't sort of really pass muster because of the landscaped area. And there's 4 things or 5 things. The public interest is one of those reasons for refusal. Point number 4, there's 5 reasons. Point 4 is that it doesn't comply with the minimum lot size, which both lots already don't anyway. It was just a rob Peter to pay Paul exercise. So no surprises there, no mystery there. And so that leaves 3 points for refusal. Council will say I only need 1, but we say this is a lost opportunity to improve the site, present a better built form to the riverscape. There's no view loss, no overshadowing, and improvement to the landscaped area. And that's where we get to this sort of pinch point. The report says 27.5%, don't quote me. We say it's 44% because council historically has always, unless I'm proven wrong, even in court cases, has really allowed for the discount of the access handle to be taken out. And therefore you do the maths on the residual usable amount of the lot, which is exclusive of the access handle. If you do that mathematics, it's 44%. It's nowhere near the 27%. Secondly, when we calculate that 44%, we actually have taken out the driveway area in front of our garages, so there's no sort of double dipping there. So we just feel that lost opportunity. There is history on the site of approval. Steve's holding up 3 minutes. Could I have a 1 minute extension, Madam Chair, please?
Yes, all right.
Okay, so at the end of the day, we're asking that it's a lost opportunity to improve the building, no view loss, no overshadowing, a landscaped area that was approved already in an active, viable DA. I still think that that consent's still alive. It's not more than 5 years, which approves less than the required 60%. There is an improvement, and council always love this word, betterment. There is a betterment of landscaped area on the site. And without this DA, you won't get any betterment because you'll be stuck with the old DA, the original approval. The original approval doesn't have a built-in landscape plan. This approval will, that maintains landscaping in perpetuity. So there's a couple of really good benefits that I could easily write a counter or contrary report that would sound fabulous, assessing the same criteria. And I think that this is just a doom and gloom report, but it's in the negative, and that's the way it is. But we accept that, but we really think that this application has merit, and we ask that the panel overturn it, the recommendation, or defer it for further consideration between the applicant and council. Thank you for the extension.
Do any members of the panel have any questions of Andrew Sheridan? You're on mute, Sheridan.
Not of Andrew, but I would like council to perhaps clarify the issue that Mr. Martin's raising regarding the prior DA.
Steve, do you want me to address that?
Yes, please.
Through Madam Chair. Yes, that is correct. There was a previous development approval for the site, which also did have a non-compliant landscaped area as approved through that DA. That DA did not involve a boundary adjustment, and the DA that's currently before council increases the proposed landscaped area on 25B, but by taking that from 25A. So looking at what we had to look at here then was the overall landscaped area across the site, which is the two lots together.
Aidan, could I just ask, Andrew has mentioned that they would discount the handle of the battle axe, but is that the handle is part of the lot area for this, or is that?
Yeah, that's a good. So that through you, Madam Chair, the handle, even without the handle, the overall site cover, the overall landscaped area across the entire site without the handles would be approximately 43% across the wider site. But I understand that is a practice that's occurred, even if it needs a clause 4.6 to be able to. It's sort of, so it's technically it is part of the site, and my interpretation is that the handle is still technically part of the calculation, but it is one of the things you would consider. And if that were the grounds alone for non-compliance, I think it would have had a different recommendation.
But I thought you said that the lot wouldn't comply even if you took that into account.
That's correct. Yeah. So if the only reason it was non-compliant, and there was a clause 4.6 arguing that the only reason it was non-compliant was because of the long access handle and the driveway involved, that would be suitable grounds with a clause 4.6 variation. But even discounting the access handle across the entire site, 25A and 25B, the overall landscape area is 43.2%, which is again not non-compliant.
Okay, but with the boundary adjustment, there's a further imbalance between the two lots, and that wouldn't be helped at all by that.
That's correct.
Do any other members of the panel have any questions? Philip?
Clarification, Madam Chair, if I may, I believe there's a dispute between council and Andrew over the betterment of the landscaping percentage. If just to be clear, if we're looking at 25B in its own, that's actually a reduction in the percentage of the landscaped area. Is that correct?
Through you, Madam Chair. 25B on its own, because 25B changes in area because it's boundary adjustment.
Yeah.
25B, changes, and so it improves because it brings in soft landscaped area from 25A.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason for the improvement.
That's
the boundary change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, are there any other people in the room who wish to speak? Doesn't look like it. Well, thank you very much, Andrew. The panel will now go into conclave and consider its decision, and you will be notified in due course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Perhaps if Charles can also leave.